Micah weeps over the sad state of affairs into which his nation has fallen by its sin. Those who heard him preach must have assumed that he possessed a hard interior that held very little compassion or concern for the impact his messages had had on his hearers. But as this chapter reveals, they would have been wrong. Here, Micah is exposed as a man deeply distressed and greatly moved by the moral condition into which his nation has slipped. In many ways, this section of Micah's prophecy is very similar to the very first chapter of Habakkuk. Habakkuk was so deeply moved by the sin of his people that he too cried out in a lament to God. Both prophets passionately regretted the fact that there were too few righteous people to be found. As we see America in the same condition as Israel was here, do you lament or mourn over this nation's sin? Listen to what the Lord is saying here.
What misery is mine! I am like one who gathers summer fruit at the gleaning of the vineyard. There is no cluster of grapes to eat, none of the early figs that I crave. The faithful have been swept from the land. Not one upright person remains. Everyone lies in wait to shed blood. They hunt each other with nets. Both hands are skilled in doing evil. The ruler demands gifts. The judge accepts bribes. The powerful dictate what they desire. They all conspire together. The best of them is like a briar, the most upright worse than a thorn hedge. The day God visits you has come, the day your watchmen sound the alarm. Now is the time of your confusion. Do not trust a neighbor. Put no confidence in a friend. Even with the woman who lies in your embrace, guard the words of your lips. For a son dishonors his father, a daughter rises up against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the members of his own household. But as for me, I watch in hope for the Lord. I wait for God my Savior. My God will hear me.